But we're going to learn some gematria. We learned the basis of this from Rabbi Reuven. Each letter in the Hebrew alphabet has a numerical value. Dalet and Gimel equals Zion. The numerical value is 3 plus 4 equals 7. And scriptural Hebrew, the way that it's not just a language like any other language. It is Lashon Kodesh, the holy language. Holiness means to be set apart, to be sanctified. And it is not like any other language in the world. It is the divine code with which God spoke and the world came into being. And the very forms of the letters themselves hold secrets. And the shape of the Gimel on the right and the Dalet in the middle there tell us a story about a lesson in these parashot, about being generous, leaving your field open for the poor. So much so, look at the Gimel. The Gimel has 2 legs. We learned from Rabbi Reuven that the Gimel is running after the Dalet. Why is he running after the Dalet? Because the Gimel is the Giver, the rich man, the rich person who is wealthy with Hashem's blessing of physical abundance, of Geshmiut, and he's chasing after the poor man. And the poor man, he's looking ahead, away from the rich guy. But if you look close, there's a little teeny arm that sticks back off the top of the Dalet, back toward the Gimel. He's not looking at the guy that wants to give him money, but he's got his hand out just enough, like, if he wants to give, okay, but if not, I'm moving on. But the rich guy, he's not strolling, he's not sitting down waiting for the poor man to come to him asking for tzedakah, for charity. He's running with all his might, running to fulfill the mitzvah to give tzedakah, to help the poor, because he knows that Hashem gave him a blessing, and it's not just for him to get fat or buy a portfolio of properties or a collection of cars. He knows he has an obligation to help people. And that's part of the secret of the divine letter 7, is to give, to work as much as God commands us to work, which is really for our physical sustenance. It should be just enough to where we have enough to live and to serve God, and then everything else should be devoted to learning Torah and sharing Torah. I think Rabbi Reuven mentioned that in this week's Stump to Rabbi 269. That's one of the reasons God gives all the farmers like loads of commandments, all kinds of things like set aside the corn of the field, give to the poor, the Shemitah year. So the people that work the land, they're always constantly busy with mitzvot, with performing commandments. But then once every 7 years, then again, the year after in the 50th year in the Jubilee, God says, slow down, take a break from all your physical work and just learn more Torah, delve deeply into it. You got a whole year where you don't have to work the field, you don't have to seed, you don't have to plow, you don't have to plant. You got to do just a little bit to scrape up some leftovers, the aftergrowth to feed your family, open your field to the poor. But I want you to dedicate most of your time to learning. That way, the rest of your 6 years throughout the Shemitah cycle, you're going to be thinking about that year that you delve deeply. You're going to be thinking about all that. Man, I can't wait for the next Shemitah year. I can't wait to sit and do nothing. I can't wait to not work like God commanded me to, because then I can learn more. Running after the mitzvah with alacrity.